All right, guys, we're back with round one, Edison Format, Epic Cards against Hurst, Texas. We got the Sherrif Los on the left playing Quickdraw, Dandy Plants, versus Josh on the right playing Vayu Turbo. So two regulars on the channel. Los, obviously, right now currently has the most wins, while Josh also has three. So two of the top players on the channel. And here, Josh summons Greffer, sends Vayu and Sirocco. Activates Foolish, sends Plague. So Josh is playing Foolish, which to me, the card Foolish is just decent. I'm not saying like you have to play it, but it helps sometimes. I'm becoming more of a fan of it the more I play it, but sometimes it can be a little like too much. Okay, so here Josh has Dark Armed. I don't think he can finish him off unless he has Burial. If he has Burial, then it's game, but I don't think he has Burial. So here he goes for an 8. So he could have done 7,900 damage. Yeah, he could have done 79, but not worth it. I think this is the right move. Go for Stardust, play it safe. And now hit him with everything. Only thing is I'd be a little afraid of Gores here. Like if he drops Gores on the Dark Arm because you have no Darks. But luckily Los doesn't have it. That would be the only thing I would have maybe done. You could have also went for Dark End Dragon. Could have went for Goyo. And left the Arm Wing up. Alright, so here Los has 2 back rows and a set monster. Josh has a set. Okay. So, does he attack? I mean, if you're afraid of, yeah. So, Los drops the Card Trooper, and then Los with the Battle Fader. Yeah, so you can tell this is more of a quick draw Monarch deck. So, he probably has at least 1 or 2 Battle Faders in there. Alright. So, Los with 2 back rows. So, this is something that I'm going to go over. How many people did we have this day? I think we had 16 players. Yes, we had 16. This was on a Wednesday. This tournament's actually from a week ago. I actually filmed this one before the 61 man tournament that you guys saw recently. Anyway, so he MSTs a deep prison and doesn't negate it. I think because Josh is anticipating a Black Rose play. So he's kind of like, I don't want you to Black Rose my Dark Arm. Like basically all I'm gonna have, if Los goes for the Black Rose, all Josh is gonna have is a Stardust. So I think this is why he did it. And now you're forcing Los to make a different play. So Los's options are Ancient Fairy, which doesn't do much, Black Rose, which doesn't do much. So he has to go for an 8, which I think the only 8 they play is Stardust and maybe Red Dragon. Let's see if Red Dragon's in Los's extra deck. And it is, so I always forget Red Dragon's effect because no one ever summons it. So I think Red Dragon and either A, attack over Stardust or Dark Armed. Let's see which one he chooses to attack over. So he chooses to get rid of the Stardust. Maybe Los has like a Regeki Break or something to stop the Dark Armed or a Mirror Force. We'll see. I think I see a Regeki Break in his hand, so yeah, maybe just if Josh gets a Dark in the grave, then Los, like let's say he goes Greffer effect, then he could just, or if he tries to crash with Greffer, he can just Regeki Break the Dark Armed. All right, let's see, what will Josh draw? Rhoda. So here, if he has a Regeki Break, I think you chain. Okay. Rhoda activate. And now what do you do if you're Josh? Do you just send a Dark? What do you do if you're Josh? Do you send a Vayu here? Depends on what. Oh, he sends Caius. Yeah, that's what I figured Los was gonna do. So he Regeki Breaks, pitches Shell. Oh yeah, I forgot. See, I forgot about his deck because anyway he scoops. I forgot Los is playing Quick Draw Monarchs because this tournament happened a week ago. Okay, so Josh J wins game 1. We'll see if the Sheriff can pull off the backdoor 2-0. Legacy 2-0. So again, Los sets a monster and passes. Let's see, Josh. Josh doesn't play much Vayu. He usually plays Hero Beat. That's like his signature deck. I always talk about people with signature decks, and Los's signature decks I think is becoming Quickdraw and Vayu. Those Vayu number one, but Quickdraw will probably be his second deck. Well, Josh is it's definitely Hero Beat. Okay, so here summons Greffer. Discards Sirocco. So he has a Vayu. Oh, he special summoned Greffer. So sends Vayu. I think he has Plague in his hand already, so he can either A, set Necro or another Vayu. So he chooses Vayu. So here he's probably playing around Hamster. And here comes the Crow. Crow's a Sirocco. So he's got Gores, Plague, and D Prison. Synchro for 6. Does he go for Brio or Goyo? Let's see which one Josh decides to. Okay, he decides to go for Goyo. And it is Hamster, so he's going to take the Hamster. Set the D Prison. So I was talking to a few of my friends the other day about Spellgrounds. I've never bought a Spellground in my life. I just don't like them. If you see me play, I almost never play on a Spellground. The only one I wouldn't even call that a Spellground mat. I have one mat, and the only reason I play on it that it's not like a regular mat is because it was a gift from Josh. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Spellgrounds. Anyways, here he rises the Goyo, attacks Hamster. So now Josh is left with only 2 cards. Los' hand is full. It's not. Oh, he can Rise lock him again if he wants to. So he puts all the monsters back. Oh, but Josh has Gores. Now, Los doesn't know he has the Gores, but I would still go for it. I would still go for the Rise lock. Especially if you can like out the Gores. Let's see. Does he go for it? I see the Rise in his hand. It depends on if he's afraid of Gores or not. But like he has 1 card in hand. Maybe he can't deal with the Gore, so he won't do this play. But if he can deal with it, then I would 100% go for it. And I think that, or he could just Rise him and not attack, but that kind of seems pointless. Okay, so he does go for the Ryza. And then Josh with the last card being Gores. Let's see if Los can deal with it. I think he has a trap. A Wing Blast or a Geki Break. Anything. Like, if he crashes with the token, it's not the end of the world. Oh, but Los has nothing, so he has to pass. I'm surprised Josh didn't attack. He must be afraid of Los' own Gores. I don't know, man. See, I always tell people, whenever you're, like, in a really losing position like this, like Josh is, I would just go for it. Especially, and another thing I told my friend Javi, sometimes I'm willing to take more risks if I'm up a game and I'm losing the second game, because I at least have game 3 and I go first. Like, I think Josh should have switched that token to attack mode the previous turn. Anyways, he's got Vayu, and you have Necro. Yeah, Josh is in a pretty good spot. Because I think Los' deck really he has a bunch of normal summons in this deck. A lot. Like, he can really, the only extender he has in this deck is Quickdraw. Outside of that, he really can only do like one thing per turn. Alright. So he goes Drill, attacks the Raikou for 22. So Josh decides to let it go. No Necro block. Discards Drill. And now summons Debris. And here comes the Crow. And passes. Here comes Arma. Sends Sirocco. And he crows the Sirocco right away. So 2 crows. Hold on, I want to see how much damage that would have been. So 17. It wouldn't have been game had Josh attacked him, but no, it wouldn't have been game. But he would have been much lower. He would have been at 29. He would have been at 500, so at least you can't get brain controlled. I don't know. I don't know why they paused. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So here, attack 17, attack, and then attack directly. Leave him at. Oh no! It would have been game had he attacked him. Yeah, it would have. It would have been game had Josh attacked him earlier. 24. He was at what, 49? No, he was at 46, I believe. So yeah, but maybe Los would have done a different play had. Yeah, probably maybe Los would have done a different play had Josh had he been so low. Okay, so here comes Treeborn. Tribute the Treeborn for Ryza. So will he put the Gores on top or will he put the token? So he chooses Gores. So here he can crash with the token and then run over the Arma and leave him with the Gores. So he takes 1,000. I mean, you could just finish him off next turn, right? Attack. Isn't Drill Warrior 24? Oh no, he still got Necrogarna. Okay, so he can protect. And then attacks for 1,000. He knows you have Gores. And then discards Shell. Passes. Oh, Los can't even pay for Shell because he's at 500. Yeah, man, that was huge. Like I said, Josh should have attacked, man. Maybe he forgot. Josh will probably come and say in the comments why he didn't attack with the token. And Josh scoops. It's funny, Josh. Josh always comes and defends himself whenever I say whenever I say he messed up. It's just a slight error. Stuff like that, not attacking, sometimes costs you games. Anyways, Josh is going first, game 3. Rotus for Greffer, sends Vayu and Sirocco. Ooh, did he side in deck dev? What do you hit in Los's deck with deck dev? Quickdraw, Dandy, Card Trooper, Debris Dragon, the Shell. I mean, you kind of don't want to hit the Shell, but let's see if he has a deck dev. Because he did this first turn. Usually when they do this at Telegraphs, they don't have Caius, so he probably has deck dev. And let's see if Los probably is going to play around deck dev because so he tributes for Caius. And yeah, that's why I think he targeted the Greffer and not the Armwing. So Josh did not have deck dev. I anticipated he had deck dev. So he set MST and D Prison first turn. And here comes Arma. But Los got rid of everything. So what do you do if you're Josh? Do you send Plague here? Do you send Vayu? So he decides to get a Vayu out of his deck. Focusing for 14, 58, 7,000. Los drew a Dead Avarice. Here comes Charge. Mills Dandy, Treeborn. I thought Josh was going to lose it whenever Los milled Treeborn and Dandy. He adds Raikou. Alright, 58, 7,000. Does Los have a Debris Dragon? I know I saw Avarice in his hand. So his hand is Avarice, Raikou. And maybe sets a Hamster. Is Josh on Caius? He has Plague, Sirocco, and Didi Crow in his hand. So, what are his options? Summon Plague. He can Brio him here. Yeah, Brio, and then bounce the set monster, attack both tokens. And I think that's what Josh is going to do. Yep. Does Los have his own Crow? No Crow. I like this play from Josh. But, like, you lose to a Monarch, but it's not. If Los has another, like, Caius or Ryza, it's not looking good. But if he has, like, a Debris Dragon play... But you can also Crow the Treeborn if you're that afraid of a Monarch. So this is going to come down to Josh. Are you afraid of a Monarch or are you afraid of Debris Dragon? I think Josh loses no matter what. At least, yeah, he had the Debris. Yeah, he loses no matter He either A, loses to Debris Dragon or loses to a Monarch. Yeah, this is not looking good for Josh. Los's grave is going to get full eventually for that Avarice. Oh, he's got Quick Draw. Yep. That just I don't blame him for crowing the Treeborn. It just Los is on a bunch of Monarchs. So yeah, it was a tough choice. It just came down to what do you think he has? You think he has Debris or do you think he has a Monarch? All right, so 46.58. And here comes Burial. That was a good draw, but Los is like getting the advantage rolling. So if he once he gets back the Drill Warrior next turn, he can grab back Debris. And his last card is Avarice, so yeah, it's still not looking good for Josh, even though he did top the Burial, which was probably one of the best cards he could draw. All right, so he hits him with 2 Armor Masters. And here comes Drill. So what will he grab back? Debris. Oh, was one Debris gone, or did he Los pitch it? If one Debris was gone, then I can. No, I don't think so. Was there one gone, or did he mill it? No, I don't think he milled it. I think he discarded the Debris for Drill Warrior. So here Los could like grab back Dandy if he wants to. Or he could go Debris, Ancient Fairy, and then Josh can't deal with it. That's another option. Yeah, Josh can't deal with an Ancient Fairy Dragon. So he discards. Los with 2 Banish Piles. Yeah, Los, what's up with the 2 Banish Piles, man? You have the Drill Warrior on one side and the Caius and the rest of them. Okay, so here Los is going to draw 2. So yeah, I think Ancient Fairy. Oh no, since he put back the Black Rose, that's why he just bombs the field. Really good play by Los and Josh Scoops. So Los comes back with the backdoor 2-0. Maybe Josh could have won, like I said, had he attacked that second game. Maybe could have won. I think he just forgot to switch the token to attack mode. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that duel. And we'll be back soon for the rest of the tournament. Bye, guys.